Well, it's time to answer your questions with my good friend, Dr. Freda Lewis-Hall. She's the Chief Medical Officer at Pfizer, and we're here to ask the doctors. So thanks for being here again.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
So let's jump right in, okay? Our first question is from LaRon. LaRon is pregnant and due next month. Now, she's curious about whooping cough, the vaccine for whooping cough. So what is your question?
My question is, when I learned I was pregnant, my obstetrician gave me the whooping cough vaccine. I've heard that anyone who's going to be near the baby should get one too. How important is that, and why is whooping cough dangerous for babies?
So whooping cough is a very contagious respiratory illness that's characterized by this rapid cough with a high-pitched whoop sound that goes along with it, along with vomiting and exhaustion. Now, babies are at the highest risk for this, and they can develop serious complications and can even die from it.
From whooping cough?
From whooping cough. Before the whooping cough vaccine was widely available back in the 1940s, there were about 200,000 cases of children in the United States each year.
Wow.
Now, post-vaccine, we see between 10 and 40,000 cases reported in any given year. Children under the age of 2 are at the highest risk. The CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, have a recommended immunization schedule for babies and children that helps to protect against 14 diseases. Whooping cough is included in that. And the DTaP is one of those vaccines. It's a combination vaccine that helps to protect against whooping cough, or pertussis, that's the P, diphtheria, and tetanus.
Well, so who else should be getting vaccinated for this whooping cough?
Many babies that are infected with whooping cough actually get it from their siblings, from parents, from grandparents, or caregivers who may not even know that they have the disease. Now, the DTaP vaccine's effectiveness fades over time, and that's why it's important for anyone that's going to be interacting with babies to get a booster to help protect the babies and themselves. The booster for whooping cough is Tdap, and it's especially important for, like LeBron did, for pregnant women to get their boosters to protect themselves and their babies.
Well, so what other steps can LaRon take to protect her baby?
So LaRon took a very important first step, and that is for pregnant women to pay attention and to be sure that they're vaccinated to protect themselves and their babies. But also this protects other people who may be vulnerable around you, like the elderly, and it protects them from serious illnesses. There's so much to know in this. You can go on cdc.gov to find out information about vaccinations for people of all ages. And you can go on gethealthystayhealthy.com for health information for your new baby.
Thank you so much for your question. All right, our next question is on video from Cliff.
I have type 2 diabetes and I don't necessarily want everyone to know. How do I handle social situations where there's food involved? Especially since I can't eat things like pasta, cheesecake, stuff like that with all the carbs.
You know, Cliff, you're not alone on this one. I have to tell you, I am a type 2 diabetic myself. I think there's a stigma attached to type 2 diabetes, and I don't think you should hide it. So what's your advice to him?
Over half of people who have diabetes, type 1 and type 2, say that they experience a stigma as they're trying to manage this very difficult disease. People who are managing diabetes say that they're confronted and stigmatized about what they eat, about how much they exercise, about how they look. And this can actually lead to depression, embarrassment, low self-esteem, loneliness, and anger.
So what would you suggest, Cliff, or anyone else in this situation do?
I want to go back to some of the things that Cliff and others have said that they do to try and hide So this can include things like skipping medications or not taking them regularly, not monitoring your blood glucose regularly. Many people with diabetes say that they just don't go to social situations because it's so difficult to manage. And last but not least, many say that they don't want to inject their insulin unless it's in a public toilet or at home. And these are all things that can complicate the management of their diabetes and can be very dangerous. So we said that Cliff wasn't alone, and he is really not alone. There are more than 100 million adults in the U.S. who are living with diabetes and prediabetes. There are online communities and support groups that are available through the American Diabetes Association that can help talk about how they are managing this, so you can get tips and ideas on that. There are so many things that you could do just in every day. For example, if you're hosting a dinner party, have diabetes-friendly foods around. If you don't know where those are or what those recipes are, they're recipes that are available online. And also, be sensitive about the things you say to people who are managing this tough condition. For example, don't say, should you be eating that? Or go ahead, have a little bit of that, it won't hurt you. Or to say, well, you know, if you ate better and exercised, you wouldn't be managing this disease. These are all things that are based on misinformation, and so it's important to be educated about diabetes.
Now, whether you're looking for information on diabetes, the importance of vaccinations, or any other health-related issue, I strongly suggest you go to one of Robin and my favorite websites. It's gethealthystayhealthy.com. We love that site. It's got all kinds of information. And while you're there, they're going to find out they can do what?
They can sign up for our monthly newsletter.
You bet. And it's a great newsletter.